Alright YouTube, in this video we are going to see how to fetch details about Corona. As you can see, these are the details which is fetched from the API. This list shows that the patient list, the Corona affected patient list, along with the total number of people and the number of people has recovered, and these details are retrieved from the API. We'll see. Fine. This is a JavaScript tutorial. You'll get the source code in the description, and this details is purely the Indian details. Fine. You can see these are the patient list and date announced, the age of the patient, and the status and the state of the patient, and the gender, whether it's male or female. These are getting fetched from the API, and this is a link where you can get the API. I'll leave the link in the description. Fine. If you scroll down below, the as the in this website, these are the details which is also fetched from the database. If you see, it is open sourced on GitHub. Just click on the link. When you click, it is a React project. We don't have to get into the React, get into the root. Once you click on the root, you will get a link called API. You just have to click it. There will be many list of API. We just need two links over there. The first one is state wise. This is the URL we need. Here the state wise details is needed, and then the patient details. Fine, I have already copied it, and this is the API. We just need the state wise. In the URL, in this URL, you can see, in this URL you will get three values, but we just need only one value, which is the state wise detail. I'll show you how to fetch only the one value. Let's search state. As I said, this has three: the time series, the state wise, and the test count. We just need the state wise. To just show you, search the state wise. So you can see this is the object. This is an array which has many objects, and what are the details we needed? We need the active, the confirmed, and the death rate, the total death, and the last updated time, and the recovered. Fine. This is the first link, and it shows the state wise. Now the second link, which will show all the patient. We have three levels. The first level is till the date 19. I'm choosing the first one because it has all the details filled compared to other two. The other two has many blank fields, while the first link has many many data filled. It takes time because it has almost 30,000 data. Fine, you can see inside the raw data you'll get the age. Let me say what are the details we needed. We need the age, copy and paste it in a notepad, and we need the notes. It's just note about the patient and the current status, whether they have recovered or hospitalized, and the date where they got to know that they had the infection, and it's the state, and let's know the gender. Let's copy the gender as well. Fine. Now these are the details which we will be fetching from the API. We are going to use the two URL, that means two API URL. Fine. Now let me show you. Let me start from the scratch. Let me remove everything. Here we will be requiring one HTML page and one JavaScript page. It's a bootstrap template. That means it's a bootstrap template. That means the CDN is filled, like, and I have included my JS. Let me remove all the JS and start from scratch. Fine. Now let's start with the HTML. If you refresh, you will find nothing. I'll pause the video and start and paste all the HTML required, and I'll demonstrate you what are the markup we needed. We will use a simple markup. We will not use CSS at all because this is a JavaScript project. Yeah, you can see in the top section we have heading and a paragraph. the paragraph has one span tag, and that span tag will be automatically filled. Find the heading and a paragraph, and then we have a row which has three columns, and each column has paragraph, and inside the paragraph there we have a span tag. This is a place where the data will be dynamically filled using JavaScript. Here we use jQuery. Fine, you can see these are the dates, these are details which will be filled dynamically. Heading and paragraph, and then some rows, and then one row with four columns. And fine, now I hope you clearly understood. In one column we have paragraph, inside the paragraph we have text and a span tag, and the span tag has an ID. Each of them have a unique ID. You can see this has active, this is confirmed, and this is date, death, and this is recovered. So by choosing the ID we will fill data dynamically. Fine, let's write. When the document is ready, I want the function to get executed. By testing, I will just alert it. Let's just pass the string hello. So once the page refreshes, you will get the alert message says hello. That means our link of the script tag is properly established. Now let's get into the console. Now you can see the console has no output. Now we will use the jQuery function getJSON, and inside we will be passing the URL along with the function, and this function will accept a parameter. These all values can be accessed using the data variable. So if you console and log and see it in a Chrome inspector, you will see all the details in the URL. As I shown you in the Chrome, the details are the details can be can be. It says there is an error. Let's see what it is. It says get JSON is full capital case. Fine, now it will work. You can see in the console there are so many. As I said, we will be getting three output, but we just need the statewise. To access the statewise, we would be using data dot statewise, and this statewise is an array which has many objects. You can see these are the object. The very first index holds the total number. So we will be only using, we will be in this tutorial we just require only the total. For that we will just access the first index. You can see these are the index numbers. If you pass 0, that means it is index 0, and dot active will give you the total active cases. Likewise, we need some more variables. As I have shown you and copied it in a notepad, these are the variables. Confirmed, let's paste it. We need the confirmed, total confirmed cases, and we need the death. These data is also fetched over here. You can find now recovered and the last update. As I said, this is index 0, that means this is the first value. The first value is the total number of all the active cases, total number of all the recovered cases, total number of all death. Fine, now you can see in the console we have got all the total numbers along with the date, last updated date. Now what we do is, as I said, inside the paragraph we have a span tag with unique ID. Call the unique ID active, and just change the text dynamically using the function text, and call this variable, and that's it. Now you can see the xxx got replaced with the number. The same way, get the span with ID confirmed, call the jQuery and use the ID confirmed, and just change the text dynamically with the variable. Just we have outputted on the console. Now you can see the confirmed will be replaced. Yes, it's working fine. Now I have replaced all the text. Now it's time to use the second API to get all the patient's his patient details in a table. Let me pause and resume it. These are the HTML tags which we would be requiring. The first one is the heading. It says all patient list and the headers of the table. Fine, let me show you the HTML. You can see inside the table we have table head, and inside the table body this ID we would be calling it, and we would be dynamically replacing it. Fine, in between the T body our dynamic data will get automatically appended. Now it's time to use the second API as we did just by using the get JSON. First is the URL, first parameter user, and second parameter is the function to access the data in the URL. As I said, this is a URL which has all the patient details, and that data can be accessed with the data variable. Let's control console and log it. I think we made a mistake. The mistake is URL. URL is a mistake. I should have copied the first URL. You can see there are many blank. If you click on the first zero, it says there are age is blank. Many of the thing is blank. It is because we have copied the third URL instead of the first URL. Let me replace it. Let's try it with the raw data. Now let's see. There are many blank fields. It's an array. Inside the array there are so many objects. There are so many objects inside array. That's what I'm showing here. Now let's remove the console. We would be requiring only the raw data. Let's store it as patient list. All the array, the raw data is simply the array which holds all the objects. Now we need to get one by one object by using the each function in the jQuery. The first is the variable which holds all the array, and the second is a function. This is an array which holds all the object, and this is a function. We can access the object one by one with the ID. We need to pass two parameters. The first one is ID, and the second one we would be getting the object one by one. So let's define a variable called output, and we would be appending the HTML to this output, and we would be dynamically appending it. Let's create the HTML. Inside tbody we would require tr, which is table row, and inside table row we would require many tds. Td in the sense table data. The first one, to access it, we are passing it to the each function. Let's console and log it first to check whether we are getting it or not. Yes, we are getting it. We are getting the age bracket. We can access it. Let's change the link. The first link has all the details. Most of them won't be blank. Now if you refresh again, if you get into the first index, you see many of the details are get already filled. Now to access it, we would be using the jQuery syntax. It says it is undefined. It is because we need to pass the first index. Yeah, it says the first index we got it as 0. This is how we access. Let's remove it. We can access the object one by one. Dot, we need to pass the variable which is age, we got it as a, let's console it and see it, what is that variable name. It says there is an error yeah, the dot, we have to remove it. Let's get the variable name. It's age bracket, dot age bracket will display. Let's append it to the t body. We have already given the t body with the id show dynamic. By using the dollar, we are going to select the id of the t body, and with the help of html we would be appending it. Instead of text, we need to give the function html. Yes, can change it to html. As I said, the api has so many values, so it will take most of the time. Let's wait and see. Now by this case, we have just added one column. Likewise, we need to add many columns. You can see these are the number of details we got fetched. You can see the size of the scroll bar, it's very small. That means we have so many data over there. That's the reason it is getting so much time. Let me pause you and resume. Yeah, you can see these are the details which we called it. Fine. Likewise, we have so many variable names. These are the variable names we need to pass. One, we need to retrieve one by one from the array using the each function of the jQuery. Let me copy paste some more time, and let me replace. We need to the first one should be data now, and the second one should be age. Let me go with the same order as I created on the html table head. If you see, it will take time. Yeah, now you got it. Fine, it got appended to the t body using the jQuery. You'll get the source code in the description. Thank you so much for listening.